And I want it will. If you feel the same, don't ever let go. You gotta believe in the spirit of love. It'll heal things. It won't hurt anymore. Don't have to believe my love turn me on. I'm down on my knees, begging you please come home. Welcome to the Married at First Sight Season 14, Episode 17, Decision Day Review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into Decision Day episode. I told Patrick to dress kind of nice because it's Decision Day, right?
I'm not making no decisions. Why do I have to put on a collared shirt? Come on, I don't understand. I don't have a long neck.
You don't got enough neck.
I don't have an overabundance of neck. So these collared shirts,
Uncle
and
Fester.
then it's cut like a
all right,
Greyhound bus driver's
don't tear up the
uniform.
shirt.
And then you open your button up and show some chest. The damn shirt don't do nothing but show my Adam's apple. I gotta have the shirt. It's too small for the cut. The cut is too big for the person.
There you go.
That's not sexy. I look like I'm selling used cell phones.
This episode is sponsored by Kim Jade Natural Organics. We will feature this company during our commercial break, so stay tuned for that. This will be a high-level episode or overview. I haven't done this in so long. New to this, my
This
first
shirt
day.
coming off.
It's my first. Who, mine?
Mine.
Oh, you said my shirt
It's
coming
tight.
off.
How is
I
a
was
shirt
like,
only
where?
tight under the arms? It fit everywhere
Well, maybe you
else,
got
but
too
this-
much arms.
I got too much armpit. It's only tight in the armpit.
This will be a high-level overview. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. You know what I'm going to say. We do not get into
What are
the
you talking about?
nitty-gritty
Welcoming
details.
them back. It's us that's welcoming back. We ain't
We've
been here.
forever.
They not
My
been out.
first
They
day,
been
y'all.
here waiting.
Hi,
We
I'm
haven't been.
Cam. Can you show me where the restroom is?
I'm just here so I don't get
Where's
fined.
the cafeteria so I can
wife
eat
out here
lunch? It's
Pimping me out.
my first day.
Put your chains on. Show your
We having two
chest.
separate conversations here. What are you talking about?
You
I'm
got-
saying it's my first day. You talk about your chest. You good?
I'm good. I'm trying to sell somebody a '97 Oldsmobile.
The used car salesman. Okay, so we do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happened in the episode. Also, please take a quick minute and follow us on Instagram. We post so many updates there. The @ is running right across the screen right now.
The
Follow
@
us-
symbol.
Follow us on Instagram. We would love to connect with you. Okay, in this episode, today is Decision Day. The four couples are ready to make a decision whether to stay married or get a divorce. Dun, 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 dun.
Bad decision versus good decision.
Okay.
And here, folks, we live get to see where people make horrible decisions that may affect the rest of their lives.
All right. First couple to arrive to Decision Day is Michael and Jasmina. They recap their ups and downs. Jasmina makes mention that she still doesn't know Michael all the way. Michael mentions that the intimacy part of their relationship isn't there for them, but yet he still wants to explore that with Jasmina to see where it could get to.
Jail.
Time for a decision. Michael says yes, he wants to stay married. Jasmina says yes, I want to stay married.
And this all makes no sense. You mean you gonna say yes to a woman that kind of got mad because you touched her booty in your sleep? And you mean you gonna say yes to a man who you got kind of mad at for touching your booty in your sleep?
She did make mention that during Decision Day that he cupped her booty a little bit by accident in his sleep, I guess, and he wasn't aware that he did that. And the fact that she brought it up, I was like, why bring this up?
I cupped Kamar's booty 3 times before I even get my coffee in the morning.
Do we gotta go there though?
One cheek, 2 cheek, back to the first cheek just to make sure.
Do we gotta go there though? Okay, that's because they haven't taken anything anywhere yet. So any kind of physical touch is gonna be like, well, you did this to me, you know, or any of her relationships or all of her relationships, from what I believe she said on the show, were long distance. So she's not used to having the actual person.
Are you an adult?
This is true too.
Are you a consenting adult? Then what is the problem? Learn. If you like, what is the why?
Either way, they both decided yes.
And you damn near 30 years old. You don't get that argument of I've never been in a real relationship.
That's what she said, y'all. So they stayed
Grow up
married.
and be a real adult.
Let's move on to
Sham.
It's 2022.
All cap.
Who uses
me? Me, cap.
Sham.
Lies.
Showing your age. This is
I take it back to the 90s. I think they're gonna make it. Not. Like whatever you want to say to where I can say this is all BS. That's what I'm using. Sham, cap,
like, they're
not.
Gonna be together as if.
What? Same thing. Come on, next segment before this shirt.
Silverstone. All right, I'm going. The next couple to arrive to Decision Day is O and Katina. They recap their ups and downs in their relationship. They reveal they still haven't taken it there yet for intimacy, but the desire is there for them. Katina mentions that she doesn't plan to compromise her education, but she does plan to make time to travel with O. O's face looking real sour. Whole time she talking about what her plans are. Looking like this face. O says traditional roles are very important for him. He didn't realize that until he got married. He said he wants to be sure that he comes home from work, he can eat, his kids can eat, and then go to bed. And he needs his wife to be the one to cook the meals. And that's important to him. He did say the last meal he had from Katina was not edible. And Pastor Cat was like, yo, I'll be real careful with how you're saying stuff right now. And he was like, well, I'm not, I'm just going to say what it is. And that's what it is. Like, it wasn't edible. Katina looked like she was about to cry. The tears are right here on that.
She always looked like she about to cry. And you know what? I'm starting to care less.
Oh.
If you don't make decisions or choices for yourself to protect yourself, then I don't care.
Time for a decision. Katina says yes, she wants to stay married.
And she is the stupidest person on the face of this earth.
O leans in and says to her, I hope you take this the right way. But when I came into this process, I asked the experts for a woman who was more established. And for those reasons, I will tell you no for Decision Day. However, your effort I cannot ignore. I would rather have a girl that has nothing but put forth effort versus a girl who have everything and don't put in the effort. And for that, I would say yes for this.
The hell is wrong with you, dude? You think this is an employee appraisal?
This was the backhandedest. That's the word.
This was stupid.
Was that a compliment? Proposal?
It was.
I'll keep you. I don't know.
It was almost sad.
I would have ironed him out on that couch after him saying that. I would have been like, well, hold on, cause what we ain't gonna do is tell me that I got nothing, Whitney Houston style, in here.
But he's gonna continuously do that and do it whenever he wants. Because let me tell you something.
Okay, let me hear you out.
He does not respect you. That's why he can talk to you how he wants to talk to you. That's why he can bring up.
He has respect for you, but
he doesn't. His actions, he has no respect for you.
You can't tell somebody.
He little kids you.
Yes, he sons you.
Yeah, you're his little kid. That's what you're signing up for. So if that's what you're signing up for, cool. Do you? Hope you live well. But when he treats you like crap,
talk to you any kind of way.
Yeah, when he treats you like shit and you go on your little pity party tour, miss my stop. I don't care.
We don't want to hear it because you said yes to this.
When we get back to the reunion show, when we find out if they really are staying together or not.
That's where it's
not. Because he don't care for you.
Whatever the case.
He don't respect you. He's not attracted to you.
His response for Decision Day or to say yes was more confusing than that Jodeci song.
It was very clear to me.
That one Jodeci song that's like, if you think you're lonely now.
Yeah.
Wait until tonight. Like, I don't get it. If I'm lonely now, why do I have to wait until tonight?
If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. When I'm out here in these streets, running these streets.
Isn't this confusing? It's confusing to me. It's confusing to me.
You're not about to confuse me, huh?
I thought, like, he wants to be with her, so why would she be lonely tonight? Like, I didn't get that, so it never compute for me. What am I missing in this Jodeci song?
O says he wants to be with her.
Right.
But why does he treat her
Crazy.
like his child?
So it confused me, like this Jodeci song.
The whole thing is confusing. What confuses me is why all these people say, yes, I want to stay married.
That's even more confusing.
When no, you don't.
You don't want to be there.
Somebody, one of the extras will be like, no, you don't want to be married. Like, nothing you've done the whole season has shown you want to share a life with someone.
Why you gotta lie, Craig? Ain't nothing
Idiots.
Fridays. Friday. Tripping. Let's move on into our commercial break. This commercial break is sponsored by Kim Jade Natural Organics. Kim Jade Natural Organics is a wonderful quality blend of body butters and essential oils for your hair and body, awakening all of your senses. The texture and smells of these hair and body butters moisturizes and refreshes you. The natural ingredients in Kim Jade Natural Organics stimulate your hair follicles, which promotes plenty hair. So it promotes hair growth. Okay.
Now let's do yours.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Let me move the edges down. Okay. Kim Jade Natural has received numerous testimonials on how the products have promoted hair growth, corrected blemishes, evened out skin tone, and restored skin and hair to a beautiful, noticeable luster. My favorite item that I'm so excited to use is the African black soap. I'm sure this is definitely going to help to correct any blemishes. They have so many wonderful products. Be sure to check out Kim Jade Natural Organics at the link in the description box right under this video.
Get your follicles right.
Next couple to arrive to Decision Day is
I'm going
Noi
out tonight.
and Steve. They recap their ups and downs. They say even though they have their upset moments with each other, they can get through it. Noi cries and says she feels safe with him, safe to express her emotions compared to how she felt in past relationships. She hasn't felt that safe space. Like he's not judging her. You know what I mean?
Everything you've done in this show, you should be judged, and he should be watching you.
And then
And he
immediately,
shouldn't trust you.
Immediately, they get into a low-key argument about chores in the house, who needs to do more versus who isn't doing enough. Steve feels like he doesn't want to be the one to be doing everything, and it feels like Noi isn't doing enough. Noi feels like Steve shouldn't be counting every task that she is or isn't doing. If you love someone, you just do stuff.
Says the person having everything done.
You ain't doing nothing. So
Like, if you love me, you would just do it for me. Her and O need to get
I'm over
together.
here cooking, cleaning, washing, mopping, gassing up the car.
Because you say I don't have a job. Like, no.
It's not fair.
The reason I don't have a job is because I don't want to do any of that stuff.
Right, exactly.
I don't want to work.
So they low-key start bringing their problems to Decision Day. And that's not what this is about. This is just yes or no, you want to stay married.
Yeah, can you all please just sit down and tell us your horrible decision?
So,
Yes, they both stayed. Who cares?
No, I'm just kidding.
Y'all
I
are
really don't
boring. You were boring all season, and you're going to be boring after this until y'all get to reunion and we find out y'all couldn't make it work.
Steve says, absolutely yes, I want to stay married with you. And Noi says she feels like she can be her true self, and she cries and says yes, she wants to stay married. So they stayed together, and that was it for that scene. Let's move on to the final couple to see what their decision is for Decision Day. Last couple to arrive to Decision Day is Mark and Lindsey. They come all dressed up. Lindsey in a ball gown. Mark in a suit. I was like, they are probably getting clothes from production. Like they are, they're getting.
You know, Mark got his clothes from production.
I mean,
if not, he would have came in with some jeans and
that
either that
polo.
green or that burgundy polo.
I was like, okay. So, anyways, that was just me being petty, just for fun. Kiki. They recap their ups and downs.
There were ups.
They start off kikiing about it, and Lindsey does that wild, crazy laugh that she does. And then she jumps right into how, the thing is, she would like to be able to travel and she wants to have a family. She could see herself putting a kid in a backpack and in backpacking, or traveling to Australia or Africa with the kid. And she's like, but how?
This heifer gonna get ate by dingoes. She's gonna go to Australia, get ate by dingoes. That's my prediction. She said yes on decision day, no on reunion day. Then to celebrate, she go to Australia, get ate by dingoes.
It's a dingo.
A wild dog. It's a dingo.
Be quiet. Okay. So she says, however, Mark can't see past his nose, essentially. She's like, he only lives moment to moment. He's one of those people who probably just wants the house and the white picket fence and watch their neighbors ride on bicycles. I was like, hold on, is she watching us? Like, you saw Patrick with the kids.
Yeah, it'd be much better to go on holiday with this psychopath to some foreign country for her to have one of her attacks and get us thrown in jail. Are you crazy?
One can't see into the future like she can, and how he posts on media is she said how he posts on social media is immature because he puts filters on his selfies and he makes negative posts about her, and don't think for a second that these posts do not come back into her hands in some kind of way. Like, how you go from Kiki to all of this in the same sentence, in the same run-on sentence? Like, you didn't take a breath. She just went from one extreme to the next.
Mark is like, can I change my answer?
He didn't give the answer yet. He had it out. So, they start going.
He had
back
already
and
wrote
forth.
it down. Remember, like on the newlywed game, they make you write your answer down.
You gotta
like,
keep whatever you write.
shit.
So,
No, I thought you was gonna say this.
So Pastor Cal jumps in to try to squash the beef, and he says, Mark, just sometimes you're gonna have to take a L. Do you know what an L is? And Mark was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, just take your loss, and sometimes it's just best to not post or
You
not
take
do it.
that L, you'll be taking shit from her forever.
And then he turned to Lindsey and was like, and Lindsey, sometimes it's okay for him to post if he wants to post. I guess that was their way of kind of squashing that beef. I guess what Dr. Pepper said is that they have issues with loyalty and trust, and they need to work on that. Now it was time for them to make their decision.
They asked Mark.
They asked Mark.
Mark was like, I've been waiting on this since the bowling alley. You yuck mouth, oddie body, sloppy face.
Okay.
Oh, I would have went in. But go ahead. He says yes.
Mark says yes, and Lindsey pulls out a green button that says yes, and she dings it and is like, yes, 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 yes.
Why you couldn't just be regular?
She has to
Why
be
do you have to
funny.
be
She
extra?
feels
It's
like
not funny. You're not funny. That's what got your ass in a fight on the plane. That's what get your ass in a fight every
On
time
the
we get
boat.
in a group. You are not funny.
Not me. He talking about Lindsey.
You're not funny. You're not nice.
good teachers.
You're not helpful.
I'm a good
You're not
person.
none of that. You're not. And Lindsey and Mike, Mark the shark.
Mark the
There ain't
shark.
no shark in you, bro. It should be Mark the guppy fish. You ain't put your foot down at all, ever, not never. You let this woman talk to you bad, treat you bad, and then you go running behind her.
And said yes. I think because he.
You and
doesn't have
Katina
anybody.
need a support group.
And with that, they celebrated. They popped champagne and they celebrated, and that was it for that scene. Let's move into.
Woo! One of us gonna be in jail in the next 3 months.
Let's move into the final scenes of this episode. In the final few scenes of this episode, the
I can leave. I didn't watch this.
The couples are seen packing up. Owen Katina says that their next plans are to travel and then have Katina finish school and then start making babies. Meanwhile, Noi and Steve are in their apartment packing up. Noi suggests that Steve spruces up his old apartment and get a new couch and all that to make it wife ready for her. They also discuss having maybe travel plans in the future and maybe getting another dog, not a new one, another dog.
You don't want to take care of the dog y'all got.
Next, you see Jasmina and Michael packing up. They say they aren't moving in together immediately. They're taking time before they move in together. And they didn't want to put a date on it because they didn't want to apply any pressure to them.
They didn't even make it to dinner that night.
Mark and Lindsey are moving in together, and decision day, they did a recap to show that Mark gave her a little gift of a key to a place, so they have now a new place that they're going to together, so they are moving in together, and that's the status of them after decision day. In the last scene of this episode, all of the couples are meeting up to tell each other what they decided, and guess who shows up? Chris and Alyssa. No shade to Chris, all the shade to Alyssa. Like, what you doing here? Like, so they give each other updates, and Chris shares that he started dating again. Alyssa says that, she's pushing through and having a good summer. O and Katina reveal that they consummated their marriage, and on the night of decision day, Katina says it was well worth the wait. And they reveal to each other that they're all getting, that they all stay together. So during that meetup, Steve presented Noi with another ring pop as a joke to say, hey, I wanted to, end this with another ring pop. And while he was down there on his knee, he pulls out a real diamond ring that he bought for Noi. And Noi was crying uncontrollably and saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and bawling and bawling and bawling. And Steve was like, do you accept? And she was like, of course I accept. And she put the ring on, and she was like, I'm so happy with my engagement ring. I was like, is this an engagement ring? You're married though. So
because she's an idiot.
Why are you saying you have an engagement ring, mama? You are married. They celebrate. Everyone cheers. They say marriage is hard on 3 or 1. What is it?
Either 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1. Marriage is hard. And then that's how they end episode 17 for Decision Day.
I'm so glad this is over.
Was this worth our energy, our strength? I'm not even talking about watching Decision Day. I'm just talking about the whole
none of it
season.
This episode, this season
felt
these
rough.
Couples, none of it was
this
worth
season
it.
Felt rougher to get through to me than other seasons. Is it just me who feels that way? I felt like maybe it was a little interesting with the Alyssa and Chris part of it in the beginning, but then that got tired and old to me. And then after that, it felt very rough. It was a rough patch.
I don't like any of the couples, so
maybe that could be part of it too. I want y'all to know that we are definitely committed.
The last time was the last time.
To y'all. So the reunion show is coming up next week. Be sure to check that out. I believe in my mind, I think the reunion show is what really shows who stay together versus Decision Day. I feel like on Decision Day, people just be capping.
It's
just
all
be
cap.
saying anything just because it's on Decision Day and they don't want to feel bad because it's Decision Day.
Right.
But then cameras go away and the true Hollywood story of them comes out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I haven't seen this chick since she said yes.
That's how it's
yes
gonna be.
To y'all, Pastor Cap. I ain't seen her since.
Been in the streets.
I'm just saying, I just feel like the real them comes out during the reunion show, not Decision Day. I feel like Decision Day is all cap for everybody.
And I feel like I haven't cared since episode 4.
Please be sure to drop your comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Also, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button to support our channel. We thank you so much for riding with us. For those that watched the show or didn't watch the show but watch Couples Couch, we thank you. And said, try to keep them.
I'm be naked on. Look how white my chest is.
So we thank you for watching, and we will see you guys for the reunion show. Huh, Patrick? Bye.